Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is episode 101 of my brand new comics haul series. That's right, last week we hit that big 100th episode, and if you're a regular follower of the series and you didn't see my announcement video, I ended up doing a live stream for the 100th episode. A bunch of you guys showed up, which was really awesome. We had like 15 people watching at one point. The live stream has a bunch of views from you guys, so I really appreciate you guys showing up for that 100th episode. It means a lot to me to have your support throughout this series, and I plan on keeping on doing it in these upcoming years as long as I can, right? So we're just going to keep on going with this new comics haul series. That live stream is still up on my channel in case you missed it. And yeah, let's just get right into this here. So the last couple weeks have been really big. I was lucky enough to have I think a 9-issue haul or something crazy like that for last week's live stream, which worked out pretty well. This week I've just got 6 issues. 4 of them are new, a couple from Marvel. I've got 2 from Image, but those came out last week, so we'll just go over the Marvel issues first. We've got some pretty big releases from them this week. There were a few that I skipped out on, like that new Hallows Eve miniseries. There was that new Spider-Gwen miniseries, right? So they're just coming out with a whole bunch of new 5-issue miniseries this week. Big stuff happening for Marvel, but here's what I got. Starting off with my most anticipated issue of the week, we've got Cosmic Ghost Rider #1. I do plan on doing a review of this one, probably just a quick 2 or 3 minute non-spoiler one as soon as I finish reading it. After I finish filming this video. And yeah, it's been a while since we've had any Cosmic Ghost Rider stuff, so Marvel's going ahead and taking the initiative to bring him back. The main reason I wanted to try this, beyond Cosmic Ghost Rider just being one of my favorite characters, the creation of Donny Cates way back in his Thanos run, which I want to say was in 2018 or 2017, is that this issue is written by Stephanie Phillips. I'm going to get to another issue by her that's also out from Marvel this week in a second here. She's the writer of Grimm from Boom Studios. I don't think I've read anything else from her. And if you guys know anything more about her work that she's done for other publishers, let me know down in the comments, because I'm not sure. But Grimm has been really good so far. That one's from Boom Studios. It's an independent thing about the Grim Reaper. So now that she's coming on Cosmic Ghost Rider, I'm just curious what the deal is going to be with her at Marvel, right? We've got a backup story in here too, just called Cosmic Ghost Rider Stories. The artwork is looking pretty clean in here. Not too sure how I feel about the main story artwork, but I'll get into that in the review. If you are curious about that, it should be up in a few hours after I post this video on the channel, so look out for that. That's Cosmic Ghost Rider #1 from Marvel, though. Moving on with Marvel Comics, I decided to pick this one up on the fly. I got it off the stands, but this is Rogan Gambit #1. It's another 5-issue miniseries Marvel's putting out. They had so many of those coming out this week, but this one's also written by Stephanie Phillips, so I don't know what the deal is, but I guess after seeing the success of Grimm, how well that book is probably selling, Marvel's gonna put some faith into Stephanie Phillips as a writer. Artwork in here looking super sharp, really clean, which is done by Carlos Gomez. So this is an X-Men title, obviously. It's tied into the whole, I don't know what the new era of X-Men is even called. What's it called these days? Trials of X, I think I want to say. Because they've been having different eras every few months of this whole new Dawn of X thing. So yeah, we'll see about this. Chances are I probably won't continue on with this, but just because of the writer, I was curious to try this one out also, and because I kind of like Rogan Gambit's dynamic in general. Now that they're a married couple, it's just entertaining to see their reactions and everything. Interactions with each other. And they had that Mr. and Mrs. X miniseries a while ago, but that ended. I think that was by Kelly Thompson, right? So they've been married for a while now, ever since before Dawn of X and all that. So we'll see about this. Like I said, I'm not too sure how far I'm going to end up going with this miniseries, since I'm not reading any of the other X-Men stuff at the moment. So yeah, this might be kind of tied into some stuff I might not fully understand. Let me know if you guys are picking up either of those Stephanie Phillips comics, though, down in the description, down in the comments. I'm curious, what the deal is with Marvel just giving her 2 miniseries right off the bat, right? So I'll be curious about that. Next up, though, from Marvel Comics is the last issue I got from them this week. This is Spider-Man issue #6. So this is the end of the Spider-Verse Part 6. I was looking at the solicitations for upcoming issues, and this story arc is continuing on up to I think issue 9 or something like that, and even further than that. That's not the last issue of it. So honestly, I can kind of appreciate that. Marvel taking a long time to really flesh out a big story arc like this, since the end of the Spider-Verse is a big deal, and it's kind of the end to the Spider-Verse trilogy that we've had told since the original Spider-Verse, right? They're really taking the time to flesh it out and give us a bigger story throughout a longer story arc, because there's not any tie-ins or anything like that, like there were for the other 2 Spider-Verse events, right? Spider-Geddon and Spider-Verse, those had a whole bunch of different miniseries tie-ins. These issues are pretty cluttered, I'll say that much. The artwork by Mark Bagley handles it pretty well, though. We've just got a lot of different characters. They're all running from Shathra, this not new villain, but new to Spider-Verse villain, who's been infecting these different heroes, spider totems across the multiverse, and recruiting them to her cause, so that they also infect other spider totems. So definitely a lot going on here, and I'm very curious to see what the deal is with why they're continuing on with the Spider-Verse arc for so long. I don't know if it's going to be like a mini arc thing or if it's just one like really long story arc or something. So we'll see about that. But Spider-Man also, like, what are they going to do with this series after it wraps up with the end of the Spider-Verse thing, right? Because they marketed it as like the companion title of Amazing Spider-Man, which there hasn't been one for a while. But they're just launching this huge event that's supposed to keep on going and keep on going. So we'll see. Let me know if you guys are still reading this though. I haven't been hearing too much about it lately. I'm sure it's a pretty like well-selling book since it's a big Spider-Man book by Dan Slott. Next up, though, to end off this haul, I know it's a pretty small haul this week. I just wanted to show a couple extra issues that I picked up. It's this new series that's been going for a couple months now from Image Comics, but I've had my eye on it. I decided to pick it up now because it's a pretty light week. But this is Black Cloak. So this is issue number 1. I think I got a variant cover. This isn't the main one. Big oversized issue, and I can't really tell you guys too much about this. I just heard that it's like good for fans of Saga. It's written by Kelly Thompson, who's done some good stuff for Marvel. And let's show some interior artwork in here. So like I said, I really don't know too much about the concept of this. The other interesting thing about this book, though, is that it's another one of these comics that was originally published on Substack, right? That digital comics platform that's recently started hiring a bunch of the top creators to originally publish work on there. I haven't heard too much about that lately. I don't know how that's been going for creators, how successful Substack has been, because it was a big deal when it first launched, and since then it's died down a lot. Kind of cartoony looking artwork in here, definitely in unique style, and I'm really interested to see what the deal is with this. Haven't read anything by Kelly Thompson in a while, to be honest. She's just writing like Captain Marvel for Marvel, right? And I haven't been getting that series. So yeah, that's issue number 1. And then I also figured I might as well just grab issue number 2 while I'm at it. I think this came out last week. It was on the last week's shelf at my local comic shop. So also trying out the second issue. I know that's a little bit of a risk to grab the first 2 issues of a series all at once, but I didn't want to have them run out of copies before I was able to grab the second one next week or whenever I would have gotten it. So yeah, there's some interior artwork for this series. I haven't heard too much about this beyond a couple good reviews either. Maybe I'm just not looking on the internet enough. I can't say that about every single issue I get, right? So I'll be very curious to see what the deal is with this as well. Let me know if you are reading Black Cloak, what you're thinking of it so far down in the comment section below. But that's about it for this week's new comics haul, guys. Like I said, I really appreciate you guys for sticking with me all the way past the 100th episode. Now we're on our way to 200, right? And big thank you to everyone who stopped by on that live stream. And all that. So I appreciate you guys' support. That's my haul for this week. Let me know what you picked up, what you're excited about down in the comments section below as well. And we're getting closer to that 500 subscriber milestone, so if you're not already subbed up to the channel, make sure to do that if you're enjoying the content, and look out for that Cosmic Ghost Rider review also. That's everything I gotta say, though. I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye, guys.